Well, here we are again, stumbling through watercolor,
Yeah.
getting comfortable with watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
Today's subject will be Frog Thor,
Oh, yes.
or Throg, or which we'll
Right.
stumble through that too.
Right.
But first things first, I inked my drawing,
Okay.
brush and pen, and I'll put all the tools and materials down in the info.
You're really zipping through this.
Nobody needs to see me ink this for 8 minutes.
Okay.
We have plenty of inking videos where I do a more elaborate inking job.
Right.
This is just a very basic ink line to help me wrangle the watercolor.
Okay.
So while I was aware of the Frog Thor, it was not a storyline that I followed closely in the comics.
Yeah, and the first time I was aware of it was when they referenced it in Loki on Disney+.
Right. And I think watching that show with you is what made me want to do this Frog Thor image.
Okay.
So I thought I would do a little research, and I don't know, I gotta say, I think this image may, in fact, depict another frog
Huh.
with the power of Thor, Throg.
Throg?
Yeah. Yeah.
2 Thor frogs?
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Okay.
I'm sure people will correct me if I'm wrong. But I think Loki turned Thor into a frog-sized frog. But then Frog Thor gets a hold of his regular-sized hammer, and he's transformed into a man-sized frog with his Thor powers. But Throg, or Simon Walterson, or possibly Puddle Gulp, I'm not sure, is a frog who gets a hold of a sliver of Thor's hammer, and it turns into a frog-sized hammer, and then he's a frog-sized frog with the powers of Thor. I think.
You couldn't have just drawn an alligator Loki?
I know. It's madness. I'm not even sure that's right,
Okay.
but this is what we're going with. Speaking of the hammer, I think I mixed about 5 different colors to get these grays.
Not black and white?
I actually don't even have black or white in my kit.
Oh, okay.
So I used blues, browns, greens, yellows.
Oh, nice.
I needed a warm gray and a cool gray.
Okay.
I kind of get the sense that these grays are going to feel richer than a gray mixed with just black and white.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I could see that.
That's a theory
Okay.
that I'm going with. So at this point, the frog looks solid,
Oh, yeah.
but I still need to do the sky.
Okay.
I wanted sort of a warm summer sky, but I was kind of worried that I might ruin the piece.
Oh, right, because the frog came out pretty good, so... Brown sky?
I know.
What are you thinking?
Believe me, the minute it hit the paper,
Yeah.
I started to doubt
Oh,
myself.
my.
But I wanted that warm summer sky feeling.
Okay,
and I had this
yeah.
plan. I knew from previous experiments with watercolor,
Yeah.
I knew that the colors might dry a little lighter than the initial brush stroke.
And they did.
Yeah, they did. Not all of them did, though.
Okay.
The cape, for instance, is just as red as the first brush stroke of red that I laid down.
Oh.
So it was a shaky theory at best.
Okay.
But it seems to be working out.
Good.
In addition to figuring out colors, you know, the last couple watercolor images I worked on suffered from some severe paper buckling.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't want that to happen with this.
Right.
So another thing that I experimented with was easing up on the water just a bit.
Okay.
And maybe letting things dry for a while between layers. And I think that may be the key to avoiding that paper buckling issue I've had up until now.
Okay, so that worked.
I mean, yeah. When I eventually peeled the tape up, well, you were here.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that the paper had unbuckled
Right.
as it dried.
Yeah.
And ended up completely flat. So I'm very happy about that.
I like this.
Thanks.
The sky looks dramatic.
Yeah.
And you were right. It dried a little lighter.
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too unhappy with the sky.
Okay, good.
I really wanted to leave more white space, which is another hurdle that I'm trying to jump.
Okay.
But I think in focusing on making sure the colors lightened up and trying not to oversaturate the piece with water, I think
Right.
I kind of lost sight of my initial plan and covered up more white than I had intended.
Okay.
Still,
Uh-huh.
I think I met my own criteria.
Okay.
This is a warm summer sky.
Yes.
I will consider this a step along the path toward getting better.
Oh, good.
And I'll try to learn from it for next time.
Sounds good.
All right, now, you weren't here for this, but I had a near disaster while I was painting this grass.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Everything's fine now.
Okay.
But let me just set the scene. I had some music on. The cat was sleeping.
Okay.
The sky had come out pretty good so far.
Yeah.
And I was in the home stretch. All I had to do was follow my pen work for this tall grass.
Okay. It looks great so far.
Right? And then this.
What? Oh no, the cat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's look at that again in slow-mo. The cat climbs up on the table and takes a leisurely stroll across the painting like she stepped on it 18 times.
Oh my God.
But look how long it took her.
Oh my God.
It's like the opening scene in Star Wars with the slow reveal of that ginormous Imperial Star Destroyer.
She doesn't usually do that.
I know. I mean, no harm done.
Oh, good.
No little cat footprints. It came out okay, but you're right. She doesn't do this.
Yes.
What if it was Loki in disguise?
Going back in on the hammer?
Yeah, after the rest of the color was down, I thought the hammer could use more darks.
Okay.
Okay, so there he is.
Yes.
Frog Thor.
Right.
Or possibly Throg. Or maybe Simon Walterson. Or potentially Puddle Gulp. Whatever you want to call him. It doesn't matter. This was less about Marvel canon and more about just wanting to draw a warrior frog swinging an enchanted hammer.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about rendering it competently in watercolor. And I think for the most part, I hit both those marks.
I really like this one. It's really fun. And I love the colors.
Again, I'm considering this a learning experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Good.
But that only serves to encourage me to keep trying to get better.
Oh, yeah.
So, on to the next.
Okay.